Good morning. Well, this is about the 20th take on this video blog that I have been trying to do, and I'm hoping that this is the last one, or I'm not going to be saying good morning to you. I am going to be saying good afternoon. So, welcome to those of you that are doing this online study, and those of you that have signed up in California and Kansas and Oklahoma and Colorado and Arizona and Virginia. I am so glad that you're here with me today, and I wanted to talk about one of the chapters that we just finished. We read about anger and worry, and I don't know about you, but I could have applied those chapters in just about any area of my life. But today I specifically wanted to talk to you about worrying because I'm convinced as women we have a worry chromosome because it becomes way too easy for us to worry about everything in life. Susie talked about in her book how she worried a lot about her husband and what he was missing out on life, only to realize that she was missing out on a lot of life just by worrying about the what-ifs of things that the majority of them never even happened. And I really could relate to that, looking back on the time when my husband was sick or difficulties with our children or our finances or when he was deployed or would be deployed and all of the what-ifs and might-be's that came into play. I worried incessantly about it. I don't know if maybe I thought if I just thought hard enough or worried about it a lot that it would create like this force field around me and it would prevent those worry things from actually happening, which is ridiculous because Jesus said to us in Matthew, "Who of you by worrying can add a single hour to your day?" You know, it was a rhetorical question, but basically what he's doing is he's drawing our focus on the fact of how much time we lose in a day just by worrying. And, you know, I started thinking about that and realizing that the more that we worry about the future, it creates a very bad habit of us living in a future that we cannot control and not being able to live in our present day. You know, Jesus said, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will take care of itself. Today has enough troubles of its own. And that is so true. Basically, what Jesus is saying to us is, hey, look, take care of what's on your plate right now. Don't worry about a future that you have absolutely no control over. Because if we are worried about a future that we can't control, that's really going to impact the decisions that we make. And we are going to make poor decisions that are going to have a negative impact on our future. But if we do what Jesus says and worries about what's going on in our life right now, that'll give us the focus and the energy to make positive decisions that will ultimately have a favorable impact on our future. So I would really encourage you today, be intentional about not worrying about things you cannot control. Push those negative things out of your mind and focus on the things that you have the power to change and to do today. Because then I bet by Friday, if you look back on this week, you'll see that you got more done in a week that's probably going to impact your future in a positive way than you have gotten done in months of worrying about things you just can't control. So here's to a week of not worrying. Here's to, oh my gosh, I think I did this video blog without having to do another retake. And make sure that you stop by and you leave a comment and you let me know what you think about this, because I would really love to hear about how you might struggle with worrying or how worrying or not worrying has impacted your week and what you found successful. So take care and I will see you next week. Woohoo, we're done.